You know, the waters around here, they're so deceptive. You know, you think you've got a nice little anchorage just all sorted out. Lovely little bay in there. And you know, you can turn just so quickly from being a lovely sheltered little bay to within half an hour, maybe longer, maybe less sometimes. And the wind can just get in the wrong direction, tide can just come round the corner, and off you go, and you just, the time to react is, well, very low. These little saltwater, huge saltwater lochs. I forget the name of this one. We're just basically moving up the coast, so yeah, just to give you a little view, if you can get any scale of this. Yes, very scenic, very nice to look at. Sun shining and the water's calm, but believe me, it doesn't stay like it. Little pan around and we'll move on. Just another beautiful little view of Scotland. At its best, the road comes right round this bay, meanders all the way around for miles. So what you want to just cross from what you can see one side to the other is nowhere near one side to the other. You go around and you can just actually have a quickly turn around there. Can I just get that van? Oh no, maybe not. He has actually. Yeah, there is a van over there, just going up that hill, and it just kind of gives you an idea of how far it is really, going round and round and round these lochs to get from one side to the other. There isn't always a ferry. Some of these lochs are, well, are pretty remote, very remote. So yeah. Yeah, for all you bird lovers, there's a whole heap of flock of geese over there. You can maybe just be able to hear them. Yeah, I suppose already now this time of year they'll be on migration. I will try and get the boat a little bit further, but inevitably me and wildlife, as soon as I get anywhere near them, they disappear. But yep, and just a little pan around. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, I'm hoping you can see this way in the background there, right on the skyline. You can see, well, you can actually see the highlands, and that's Ben Nevis. There's a little mountain range down there, and if you look down the end of that, you'll see there is what looks like a little island in the middle of it, and then open water way back there. Now, a few days ago I was trying to cross over that, and I found myself in a very awkward and nasty situation. There is a name for that point, and it's quite notorious. It's a bit like the Corrie Brecon round the corner. That's only a matter of maybe 2 miles away from that point there. Big whirlpool, which I think everybody's familiar with. But looking down there, I was trying to cross that. I didn't achieve it. I ended up with a boat full of water and very nearly sinking. In fact, it was that close I nearly put my life jacket on. Anyway, that is another story. Once we got bailed out, I will show you where we had to bail out the whole thing and come round the back of a set of islands. I'll show you that later, just to give you a little pan round, because it is very nice. But I just zoom out a little bit there. We're getting a little bit too close to these hills, but just to give you a nice little pan round of these views of these lochs. We're looking at some very stunning scenery here. Now don't ask me the name of the lochs, because I'm sorry, I just have given in on this, pronouncing these, the names and what have you. You can just say, if you look closely, you can see the way the cars are winding their way around these lochs. They have to go for miles and miles and miles all the way around just to get back to where they're going. They can see where they're going, they just can't get to it. So yeah, that's the top end of this particular loch. A minute ago this was covered in wild geese, and of course once the camera comes out, no wild geese. Wild, rugged coastland. Nobody about, nobody here. Just seems to go on forever and ever. There's one thing in this bay which is quite amazing, is I'll just try to design it. I can't get it all in, so for once, so big is the actual view, we'll have to put it back in perspective there. Yeah. One thing in this little bay which is absolutely amazing is scallops. Oh, I'm just sat here on scallop beds, and they're all over underneath the boat. It's absolutely crazy. You know, if you were selling them down London, kind of prices we'd be talking about. What? £5, these kind of scallops, probably more these days. We're talking some crazy money here. You can well understand, you know, if the days were going back and my diving days, I'd be out here making a fortune. Now, brother, well, we've got quite a time, so I better give you an update. Let's see. Where do we start? Yeah, well, we're trying to get through a fairly formidable tidal system. We kind of failed. We thought we had everything right, but there's always one or two things that go against you. Should have been the right time, should have been the right tides. But when we got up there, it never turned out to be quite like that. Got beaten back into somewhere I didn't want to be. Actually, ended up going backwards rather than forwards. Ended up with a boat full of water, very nearly sank it. Broke the rudder. Luckily, yeah, some friends of mine, well, I've got to thank a few people, really. The last who did me washing, that was over and above the call of duty, but way back at Crichton, actually. I never did get a chance to thank her properly. And Lexa, who shadowed me out to a well-known, kind of like dangerous spot, you want to call it that, tidal system, and through that, and actually ended up trying to pull me out of it. Another story, we don't want to dwell on that too much. Nearly had to put my life jacket on. That's saying something for a weekly man. Yeah, so we've what we've done now, we've kind of stored him a lot of time, which is the one thing that really is starting to bug me now. We lost time in the canals. Call it global warming, call it what you want. No water in Scotland, crazy. Now too much water in Scotland. Rain, 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 and more. Rain. And as you know, when it rains in Scotland, it bloody rains. So we shifted the boat. We shifted to the other side of the peninsula that was stuck behind. It would have taken so long to try and find the right weather, the right tides, to go in one direction and come straight back in an opposite. It couldn't have been done. So we took the boat out of the water, unless it was an extremely flat calm. It's never going to happen. Kind of a day, so we would cut the loss, get out of there, and we've moved across and slightly up the coast to avoid any more little incidents, little tidal systems similar to that, so we've got that out of the way hopefully. So we're on our way again, and yeah, I hope to give you some more beautiful views of Scotland. It's a bit dull and overcast, but it looked better than what it has been doing for quite some time. I'll leave it on that note.